Today we're going to be talking about living as the version of you that already has it all. This is what Neville Goddard refers to as living in the end, yeah? So I'm going to tell you how I have done it personally in my life. And I'm also going to give you a few other examples as well. One of the things that I completely got wrong when I first heard about this and first started practicing this was I kind of thought, okay, so living in the end, living as the version of me that has all the money, I would go out and I would buy everything that I ever wanted. I racked up masses of credit card debt because I was living in this supposed end, right? I was living as a very wealthy woman. Not least because every coach that I worked with back in the day told me that in order to get money, I had to spend money. And 9 times out of 10, they were encouraging me to buy into their programs. So there I am. I've got all of this, pointless stuff, really. I was just buying stuff for the sake of buying it, racking up these massive credit card bills. And then I did not feel rich, right? I did not feel at all like a wealthy woman because I was terrified of all this debt that I'd accrued. Yeah. So please don't make that mistake as well. Yeah. Please be responsible with your finances. Don't let anybody persuade you that you have to pay them loads and loads of money. And I say this as somebody that works with 6- and 7-figure business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders in their field, right? I say this as somebody who, in my signature program, I do charge a 5-figure sum. But I would never sit on a call with somebody getting them to call their credit card company. And that's what happened to me one time. It was crazy days, right? Crazy Facebook days, but they are long since past now. So if living in the end doesn't mean spending like a wealthy woman, even though you don't have the finances, what does it mean then, right? It means knowing yourself to be wealthy, knowing yourself to be rich, knowing yourself to be prosperous, yes? There's a fantastic book that I am rereading again right now called You Too Can Be Prosperous. If you can get your hands on that, highly recommend it. It's amazing. And one of the things that they put in that is to keep repeating, I am prosperity. I am prosperity. Love it. And if wealth is your thing, if you want to earn more money, then definitely that's the book for you. Now, in a minute, I'm going to tell you like a really fundamental truth that I want you to really embody, really know. Because once you know this and you really know it, then you won't ever be panicking about anything, right? You won't be looking for your manifestations anymore. It'll be like easy peasies. So if it isn't spending loads of money that you don't actually have and then getting freaked out by the balance of your credit card bills, what does living in the end or living as the version of you that already has it actually look like? I was on a workshop with Chris the Wiz Miller, or Christian Muller, as his actual name is. And he gave this example of when he was manifesting a car, he cleaned out his garage ready for it. Yeah. So he got all the polishes ready, and he made space to park it. And that got me thinking that, when I moved from the UK, we used to live in a little fishing village pretty much in the UK, and we moved to Vancouver, Canada. What I did, I went massive, huge leaps further than clearing out a garage. I sold an entire house. I sold our 4-bedroom house by the sea with everything in it, knowing that we would be moving to Vancouver. There was no hesitation about that, right? I knew that I had decided that we were moving to Vancouver. So I put the house on the market in anticipation of actually moving. Yeah. And then, of course, COVID hit, which just made it so we had to go into Airbnb for months and months and months because the planes weren't flying, and the routes of getting here were all on like a go slow. So my study permit was like being processed really, really slowly. And everybody around me was like, well, what on earth are you doing? This is so irresponsible. You've got 2 autistic children. Like, this is crazy. But I knew that I was already in Canada. Yeah, as Neville would put it, I was already in Barbados, right? There was no doubt, there was no worry, there was no concern. I knew to my bones, as well as I knew my name and my age. I knew that I lived in Canada, right? So I wasn't getting myself into any kind of debt. I wasn't causing myself any undue stress. I was just putting all of the physical pieces in place for the manifestation to then come through. Yeah. And when we moved, like I say, we sold everything in the house. We sold the house and everything in it. And we literally moved with 2 big suitcases and a little suitcase each. And the most amazing thing is that the apartment that we eventually moved into had so many of the things that we'd sold. Like, I'm talking, silly things like mixing bowls that were exactly the same, or the saucepan set, because we moved into a fully furnished place, like a fully furnished place, or the saucepans were exactly the same as the ones that I had sold. It was kind of spooky. And we moved in, and like I say, everything was there. Absolutely everything was there. But what was also there was the exact feeling of being there that I had experienced in my sort of imagination for the last year or so. Yeah. Because of COVID, I literally had to just keep holding the vision and experiencing it mentally. And as soon as we walked into that apartment, it felt right. It felt like home. I knew that this was the place that I had manifested. It was amazing. It was just like incredible. Yeah. So how do we develop this feeling then, right? It is making that firm decision that this is the life that you are having. This is the life that you are experiencing. It's not doing anything that jeopardizes your sense of well-being, right? So when I racked up all those credit card bills, that was causing me stress. That was causing me worry. That was causing me to feel panicky about things, right? And that obviously activated my sympathetic nervous system. So I was constantly like, oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And that is not a state of manifesting. The state that you want to be in is feeling calm, it's feeling relaxed, it's feeling confident, because that is how your manifestations all feel to you, right? Like when you have the car, you feel relaxed about it. When you have the partner, you feel good, right? If anything that you're doing doesn't feel good to your little human, then it means that there's a belief system behind it that isn't quite in alignment. So don't go doing these great gestures. And I know that my selling my house could be regarded as a really, really big gesture. But by then, it didn't ever feel like it. And that's the thing, right? It doesn't really matter whether it's a big gesture or a little gesture. It depends on how you feel as you're doing it. I felt awesome as I was making all of those decisions about moving from the UK to Canada. It all felt right. It all felt good. It all felt very, very natural. And that's how you know that you're in alignment, right? Whereas when I was doing all the spending, every time I bought a new thing, there was a part of me that was like bracing for impact, right? And that's how you know that you're not in alignment. If you feel tension, if you feel bad, as you're doing it, or even if there's just a, oh my God, I hope this works. That's your signal that that it's not right. Yeah. I hope all of that makes sense. So the feeling that you should be having, say should in inverted commas, is just like ordering something from Amazon, yeah? Ordering something online. You place your order and you know that it's coming, right? That's the feeling that you should have. It should be exactly the same, regardless of whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. You place your order and you know that it's coming. What you don't do, generally speaking, is place your order and then go straight to your mailbox looking for it. Yeah, you don't do that, do you? You just know that it's on its way. So if you can just adopt that, adopt that sense of being, so you're not worrying about it, you're not stressing about it, you're not asking where is it, you're not being that annoying kid in the back going, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Yeah. If you've ever had a child say that to you repeatedly for hours on end, then you'll know how frustrating that is, right? Yeah, you don't have that sense. You're not looking for it anymore. You're not seeking. You're not a searcher. You're not a seeker. You're just in this state of, I've placed my order and I know that it is done. You're trusting the process. You're trusting yourself. You're trusting the universe that everything is already done. Oh, and speaking of trust, that is the topic of the workshop, the Consciously Creating online workshop that's happening at the end of the month. It's very, very affordable. So come along to that. If this is really interesting to you, then you should definitely come along to this, right? That's happening on May 30th, and the link to join us is in the description. Yeah, so like I say, that's all about trusting the process and trusting yourself. Okay, so the phrase that I really, really, really want you to remember is that every desire that you decide and choose to have, is already done. You would not have the desire unless it was already done. Yeah, it's already done. And so if it's already done, then you wouldn't be looking for it. You wouldn't be worrying about it. You wouldn't be panicking about it. Yeah? You just know that it's already done. It's already mine, even if I don't see it. Just like once you place your online order that it's coming, it's already yours. You don't suddenly have this great panic that I don't know, that the Amazon guy is going to get swallowed into a black hole or something, right? You know that it's coming. You know it. You're not like calling Amazon every 5 minutes saying, where is it? Where is it? Yeah? You trust. You trust that it's on its way. And that's the level of being that you would be in if you already had it all. Yeah, you would be relaxed. You would be just going about your day in like sort of excited expectation, I guess. Yeah, you would be expecting it to arrive. You wouldn't have that sense of, but where is it? Because it's already here. Yeah, does that make sense? I really hope that makes sense. Because honestly, this is what definitely kept me stuck for so long. It's like doing all the things that people told me to do, like investing in their programs or going and spending money, leaving money in funny places. Yeah, like one coach I had told me to go and put like £5 notes in random books in a bookshop. Yeah, just for the hell of it, just because I'm circulating the cash. And I did it because I am that kind of person. Like one of the questions they ask is, are you coachable? And I was like, yes, I'm very coachable and I will do whatever you say. And again, all that brought me was more stress and more anxiety because I didn't feel like I had the cash to do that, right? So even though I was behaving like the version of me that with, like a gazillion in the bank, my internal sense of being knew that I wasn't. Yeah. So you get to work on your internal sense of being, knowing that whatever it is that you desire is already done. That's why you desire it. That's when you can relax into it. And also, being a wealthy person doesn't mean that you are irresponsible with your money, right? I really want you to understand that as well. It doesn't mean that you go on massive shopping sprees. It really doesn't. You just have that sense of security and confidence and, yeah, this is awesome. I love my life. I feel secure. So that's the feeling that you need to adopt within you, yeah? Because that's the emotional state of the version of you that has it all, right? It's security, it's serenity, it's confidence. It's just this sense of, yeah, everything is awesome, right? To quote the Lego movie. So as you go through, I want you to pay more attention to how you're feeling in the inside rather than what you're doing in the outside. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Obviously, I'm here answering all your questions. And like I said earlier, I predominantly work with 6- and 7-figure business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders in their field in my signature program. But I have so many other ways of working with me. So don't be put off if those figures kind of throw you. Everything I put out in my YouTube channel will help you to achieve the life of your dreams as well. Yeah. And there's obviously the YouTube membership. So come and join us there as well. Yeah, having a great time. All right, my lovelies. So you're going to find another video just there. So click on that one next. And if I don't see you on a call, if I don't see you in the membership, then I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.